I don't know how long this video is going to last. I'm literally just going to start talking, and when it ends, it ends. If you want to call this a rant, call it a rant. That is not what I'm going for. I literally just want to tell you how I feel about this latest news about Games Workshop's price rising. We did this last year when we talked about it. I'm doing it this year because I said they're going to raise the prices again. Games Workshop always keep raising the prices. They've just announced it. If we jump over to here to this, this brand new article they just put on their Warhammer community website, and it's saying stuff like prices for individual products are going to be changing. They give examples like a Necron Warrior Squad has gone up by $2 from 50 to 52. Basically, they're saying the average price is going to be going up between 3 and 5%. Goes into a lot of other waffle as well, and right at the bottom, by the way, it says Sweden, Norway, the average price change will be between 8 and 14%. I like how they put that right at the bottom. The main thing about this, it says, it's an unfortunate truth. The world keeps getting more expensive. Prices for food, materials, transportation have been trending upwards for a few years now, and Warhammer isn't immune to that trend. As someone who provides for his family, for someone like, who lives in their own house and stuff, I'm the first to say that stuff is going up, gas, electric, water, food prices. It is sometimes ridiculous, really, when you see some of the prices with like living standards and stuff like that. But that is a whole different thing for a whole different subject. I understand that prices are indeed going up. But what I don't understand from Games Workshop is that they keep posting record profits. And I'm talking 50 mil in profits. We're not talking like, a few £1,000 and stuff like that. We're talking multi-million pounds of profit. Like, this is a lot of change for Games Workshop. And this is every financial quarter they keep posting these profits. So when I read stuff like, prices for food and materials, transportation have been going up, which is true, right? And I'm sure Games Workshop are feeling that in some way, but they're still making like £50 million in profit after they've paid the staff, after they paid their lecky bill, the gas bill, the transportation costs and stuff like that. They have these massive amounts of profit. So when I see something like this, I just have to laugh at it, because I'm like, really, for me, I feel like Games Workshop can go without raising their prices for at least 1 year. And I'm not saying like completely like do this every single year and stuff like that, but I think Games Workshop is in a good financial place where they can say, hey, do you know what? I know there's a lot of people going through a lot of tough times at this moment in time, and instead of raising the prices, we're not going to do that, right? We're going to keep the prices the same. We're going to keep it what it is right now. Next year, maybe, yes, we'll go up by this percent and that percent. But for now, since, what is going on in the global world and stuff like that, we're going to keep it the same because this is a hobby. We want you to enjoy it, etc., etc. That is probably a bit hubris for me to say that, because at the end of the day, GW is a business. And now that they are a public traded company, which I always say on my streams, their main prerogative is basically making money. That's the bottom line of it at the end of the day. They have to make money for their shareholders, dividends and stuff like that. That's what it's all about. I'm sure some people will disagree with me and stuff like that, but that's how I see it as GW as a business. Their main focus is to make as much money as possible, and to do that, they're offsetting the cost of their stuff onto us, the consumers. They're not taking out their own pocket, they're putting it on us. And I'm sure there's arguments, disagreements in there. I'm sure there's people watching this today and Valrak, you've got it completely wrong. You know what? I may be completely wrong, but this is my view. This is the way I see it. I personally think Games Workshop as a company, as a business right now, is earning a lot of money. A lot of money. Like, again, multi-million pounds worth of pounds, sterling, dollars, whatever you want to call it, right? Like that. They're earning a lot of didgeridoos, right? A lot of that bison bucks, as I like to say on the stream. And I really do think, like, when you see stuff like this, it's a bit of a slap in the face. It like opening it like the way it is, like Warhammer isn't immune to that trend. I'm like, your last financial statement, I think it was like £65 million in profit. I'm like, what? Who? Yeah, you're really hurting, aren't you, Games Workshop? Like, it's one of these things. Like, I love Games Workshop products. I buy GW products. Like, if you look at my room and stuff, I've got banners, I've got models everywhere and stuff like that. I love their products, but to come out and like open it, like, oh yeah, we're kind of, we're in the same boat as you. That's right. That's how it feels to me when it, like when I read that. Like, prices of food, materials, transportation have been trending upwards. We're feeling it too. Of course, you're feeling it. But you can cover it because you're making multi-million pounds worth of profit, right? You're not like the average Joe on the street that's working like hour to hour to make sure his gas doesn't go out or his lights stay on at night and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It hits me in the wrong place when I read something like that. It's just me. But yeah, the prices are going up. I said this last year, and I'll say it like next year. Like this time next year, the prices will go up again. They'll go up by a couple more % and stuff like that. And I'm sure people will be saying in the comment section, when is enough? Right? Is Warhammer going to becoming a product which people can't buy into? And that brings a whole other argument into it about, is Warhammer a luxury product? And if you haven't got the money to spend on it, then too bad for you. I see those arguments all the time. When I see those arguments, the only thing I feel about is like when I was a kid, I didn't really have a lot of money, and all my friends used to have like, well, I won't say Warhammer, but toys and stuff like that. And when I did manage to get something like a Warhammer product, I loved it. It was the best thing in the world. So to deny someone else like a chance of feeling and like getting an absolute buzz of playing Warhammer, collecting Warhammer, painting Warhammer, I always think that's a really, really wrong way of looking at it. Like, I would hope that Warhammer could be for everyone, but again, I don't know. It's just one of these. It's such a weird. I don't know what to really say in this video. I just want to talk about it. It's just a weird thing. It really, really is a weird thing. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I just think like the way that Games Workshop have opened this article, it struck me with the wrong chord. They've, I don't know. I think it's a bit cuntish. I'll use my Manchesterisms. Yeah, I don't like how they've opened it up. Like, oh, sorry guys, we're just like you kind of thing. When they're not. When they're making multi-millions of pounds in profit and stuff like that. Anyway, enough waffling. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. I'll have that video out tomorrow. A bit more lighthearted, a bit more fun, a bit more, hype for the hype god kind of thing. But prices are going up. Yeah, it's happening. Always happens. Will always keep happening. That's just the way it is with Warhammer. And yeah, it is what it is, I guess. See you in a bit. Have a good day and bye-bye.